Welcome to the wild card of the championship, or at least the end of the championship, Talladega, for the round of Alabama. This track is going to be a wild one, I've got a feeling. Going to be close quarters racing at 230 mile an hour, something that a lot of drivers either love or hate. With the championship heating up, we are now shrinking the number of players in the championship. And with this race, you have to be within a certain point limit. That would be, I have to type this out, you'd have to be within 128 points realistically. However, you'd have to subtract 4 more points, so 124 points of whoever the point leader is leaving this race. So 124 points to mathematically stay in contention for this championship. And at Talladega, anything is possible. Basically, every car's got a shot to win this race because of its drafting nature. Or you also have a chance to lose a ton of points in this race because you could get caught up in a major pileup. Which wouldn't be good, if you ask me. We've seen it in the past. Last year, we didn't see any wrecks or cautions throughout the race. Could this year be the same? Who knows? Let's go down to the round of Alabama to find out. Madeline Myatt and Sean Angel lead the field down to the green here at Talladega for a 200-miler here in Alabama. Green flag is out. Looks like Bobby Jones from fourth got a great start. Is actually going to try and go above Sean Angel there. Madeline Myatt got a good start as well. And we are off here at Talladega. Madeline Myatt has been strong on these super speedways in the past, especially Talladega. Angel and Jones, I think, are going to slot in line behind the 81. However, it looks like actually Angel's going to try and go for the lead. No, Pia Finland has dominated this track in the past. And it wouldn't surprise me if they try and do it again today. However, it doesn't look like Angel's got a whole lot of help there on the inside. However, does Angel just have the car? Ooh, a little bit of contact there between Dodd and Bouchard. And right now they're playing bumper cars. Who's going to lead the first lap? It's a battle between the 37 and the 81. Looks like now it's going to be definitely the 37 because the 81 doesn't have a lot of help up there. However, I think the 81 actually led the lap. Yes, the 81 did. Good first lap of the race by everybody. However, this race, as you can already tell, is probably not going to be as clean as last year where they went caution-free for the entire race. As Angel leads over this race here, nobody has fallen out, thankfully, so far. And oh, 4 frickin' wide. That is a terrifying sight down low there between. And if I'm the 81, I'm backing out of that one. Yeah, but the 81 backing herself into more 4 wide. Oh dear, if I'm that 81, I'm terrified right now. I'd be, oh my goodness, this is a terrifying pack right here. You can do 4 wide here, it's just really sketchy. And oh, watch the 5 and the 83, both of which are winners this year. However, they're still 4 wide. You've got Shepard coming up on the inside. This is a terrifying result here. Oh, watch out for Jones. Jones and Vincent Allen were going at it there. I'm sorry, it was Vincent Allen, pad car maybe, not Jones. And now there is some more 4 wide a little further back. However, the majority of it has cycled its way around here. Whew. So far, so good. Expert driving by everybody here. Expert driving. And we're back to 3 wide all the way through the field. I don't know how they didn't wreck there. As the 2 Nopia Finlands now lead this race. However, Angel goes up to the high line to block, I believe, Dodd up there. The Nopia Finlands are the strongest car on super speedways, so watch them as this race goes on. Brock now is trying down low here as Bouchard's trying to throw a block on him, a late block that isn't going to work. And Brock is trying his best down low with Pericles' help. Here we go again, down low. Looks like Samper's going to slot in behind as well. Oh boy, this has just been a crazy start to this race. A lot crazier than I thought. Looks like we're losing one of the Minervinis in the back out of the pack here. Some of these cars are smarter by staying in the back, like, oh, I don't know. DJ Curtis, Kenny Myatt, and Jake Basking are all championship contenders. Are hanging out in the back. They need a high attrition race here if they're going to have any shot at this. However, this leading group is... Oh, we got a car grenading! Looks like... Is that Alex Allen I see grenading? Yes, it is. Alex Allen has grenaded the motor in car 44. And that's going to split the pack, I believe. And that's going to be good if you're a car in the leading group, obviously. However, if you're Madeline Myatt, 14th and back, good luck. Oh, crash in the back! Never mind! That is the 22 in the wall. And the 19, one of the hard parts about it. Ooh, and then Moss gets into it. Or, I'm sorry, that's Davidson gets into it. I thought that was Moss. And Baker, Curtis, and Davidson are done. And this is on the straightaway here. You're going to maybe see here, Curtis just comes up into the 19, and when the 19's sliding down the track, you're going to see Davidson has nowhere to go here, and the 19 almost goes over. Goes on a violent tailspin there. Luckily, Cole Baker and Davidson get out of their cars all right. Here it is again from another camera angle. And just nothing you can do if you're DJ Curtis or Cole Baker, as that was just all caused by the issue with the 44 grenading and kind of backing up the field there. We're coming back to take the white here, or I'm sorry, not the white, the one to go before green. Noah Hart would have a tire rub, they think, and he would have to go on the apron and probably pit, so tough break for Hart. Chris Dodd would lead the field back to the green, as I believe I saw Charles Sanford also pitting. Yes, Charles Sanford's on pit road with problems to his 5 car. Dodd leads the field back to the green with the 2-no. Pia Finland's already looking to try the high line here. All of the cars that were involved in that wreck, including Alex Allen, who blew up, are out of the race, so... there are no slow cars out there yet in this one. Thankfully, as Sean Angel by himself is passing cars on the inside line. That 37 is a fast car. Very, very fast car, as Vincent Allen's on a scene to possibly start going. Here comes the 2-no. Pia Finland's down the inside in their Koenigsegg's. And it looks like it's going to be a Koenigsegg pushing another Koenigsegg to the lead of this race. A little further back, we've got a lot of really close racing back here with the field as it seemingly is the field's packing back up here. I'm looking at Torres, Madeline, both the Myatts actually. Kenny Myatt's a little further behind it. John Arndt was making some pretty aggressive moves back here as well, as that high line's really not helping them that much right now, but... Ooh, problems for Fitzwater. Fitzy, the Lime Rock winner last week, is bringing it down pit road problems for him. So that's going to be Fitzy with a tire rub. Once again, we're seeing 2 distinct packs led by a couple of cars. Ooh, crash! Ooh, that's a big one there. We got a big load of cars coming up onto the scene of this one here. And we've got a stack up now, boys. And we have the big one. We have the big one. Oh, huge crash on track now. And I saw that one coming. Roush is in it. I'm trying to see anybody else. These cars all got away. Roush, Myatt, Kenny Myatt was in it. Bobby Jones was in it. Aiden Shepard, who was fast all weekend. Schock, Gurian, Padcar, Lamas, Cortez, Monaco, Freeze, Moss, and a bunch of other cars, all with a lot of damage there. Both the Action Terras, Polyakov. Big, big wreck. I was just mentioning how there were 2 distinct packs, and this one started when Zachary Fitzwater was on the scene here, and Padcar just got into the 8, misjudging their speed. And then onto the scene comes everybody, and the first couple of cars made a good avoidance there. The rest didn't. And just calamity on track after that. We would be under red flag for about 20 minutes for this one, and yeah, you just saw Vincent Allen made an aggressive move to the high line, and Padcar was already committed up there. Luckily for Padcar, he spun low before the real wreck started. And some of these guys hammered in here hard, like Ace Vito came in at 160 miles an hour and slammed into it, so that wasn't a good, smart move there by the Action Terras. I think the first car to make a move that was incorrect was actually Bobby Jones was the one that got into the 8. Yeah, Bobby Jones, Blake, and Myatt kind of started that one off here. And then Demax and, well, a couple other cars had nowhere to go. Moss barely either got damaged or just missed it. There was a couple other cars that had pretty impressive avoidance there as well. I'm looking at the 81, missed that wreck clean with the 7 and a few other cars. Ooh, Caldwell has damage as well. Yeah, Caldwell was on the outside here, and just this wreck takes place with Roush there. Roush took a nasty hit in his home race. And then just all of a sudden, just the entire field starts stacking up. Did Rowe miss that? No, Rowe didn't miss. There's no way Rowe missed that. Yeah, Rowe's got not much damage, but Rowe does have damage. On board the helmet cam of Madeline Myatt here, we're going to see this wreck take place in front. Just all of a sudden, just cars go up to the high line. Her and Torres commit low. Not a whole lot of avoidance room there, but they do the right thing and get on the brakes, and then all heck breaks loose behind them. On board the roof cam of Jake Bastinger here, the wreck happens. You're going to see at one point this track is just entirely shielded by smoke, and then he commits high. And right at the end here, Bastinger would get hit. He had it avoided and then would get hit by, I believe, either Ace Vito or DeMax. And got spun in that and got some rear end damage. One final view of this wreck here is they were coming up on Fitzwater, and just there isn't a whole lot you can do in that situation as the entire field starts backing up around you. That's what the big one is. Coming back to the green, though, or under yellow, rather, Madeline Myatt has a tire issue, I believe, and would have to pit again, so she's going to drop to the back of the line, I think. Tough break for her. However, on the final pace lap, race leader Dornan Bouchard would have problems now with his tires, so obviously they didn't do a good job picking up all the debris under yellow when they went back to yellow, so Bouchard has issues as well. So William Brock would lead the field back to the green. Bouchard wasn't as lucky as Myatt there. Green flag is back out. We're going to have a lot of slow cars out here on this track, I believe. Anybody that's toward the back here, we're going to go back here pretty quick here. Durian. We know Madeline Myatt missed it, so her car's pretty quick, I believe. I think that 9's going to be slow. Ooh, the 24's really slow getting going here. As, everyone's just hoping that he stays low here. Actually, now he's going hot, or to the middle line here. And if you're like Madeline Myatt, who you know is a quicker car out there, you're going to want to get by some of these slower cars with as extreme speed as possible. As Brock leads this race over Dodd, Pericles. Fitzy's a lap down, of course. Not putting any blame on that accident for Fitzy, as he was just trying to merge correctly. And it just didn't work. We've seen it before here at Talladega, where merging into a pack isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Monaco and Moss are two really slow cars out there, as well as Durian's not quick either. Just got a lot of things with these lap cars you got to be careful of. Or with these slower cars, Angel actually lost lead pack due to pit stops. So these are your cars right now battling for the win right now, or for the lead right now, are Dodd, Pericles, Brock, Torres, Michelia, and Arndt, really. Angel's really got to hope for some drafting help with him here. And some of these cars are damaged, but aren't actually all that slow. Like Kenny Myatt doesn't look that slow right now. He only took some very minor, well, he has some pretty severe cosmetic rear end damage. However, he doesn't have any engine damage from what I saw. So, Myatt could be a good car maybe to work with if you're damaged. Or out of the damaged cars, rather, as Noah Hart's trying to get through this field by shock. As, well, there is a pretty big gap now to the leading group, so there are two separate packs here. However, Noah Hart by himself has broken himself out of that pack and is now starting to draft with Angel up the field a bit here. Not as lucky for someone like Madeline Myatt, who we know has a car that isn't damaged, because she missed it. And, she's just trying to get through the field as well here, maybe with her father, who's kind of lost the pack due to his damage. I think maybe that car's starting to be affected if it has no one behind it here, so gotta just be careful here as the field just continues to circulate behind Chris Dodd. The leading four now is kind of separating themselves from Arndt and Michelia, and definitely the lap car Fitzwater, as Angel and Hart have really become lockstep with each other, as is Sanford, Myatt, and Cortez. This group is actually starting to, I think, gain a little bit of steam here. or these cars are, because they're not really battling with each other, per se. They're more or less concerned with getting up the order, and, well, that could be a good thing. Race leaders will bring it down pit road on the end of lap 30, as the field is all pretty much cycling their way through their pit stop cycles. A couple of cars are slow on track. That's Eddie Champagne car with a lot of a tire issue. It looks like, as here comes Fitzy coming into the pits behind him here. Oh, Fitzy's gonna hit him here. Here comes Madeline Myatt, stays out. Oh, contact! There's the 5 around. The 34's in it. Now they ran into the back of Hart there, and the 5 is done. That was kind of silly, if you ask me. Yeah, and there was a caution, I think, on track, too. I'm not sure, though. I have to check up on that for something. But, yeah, the 5 ran into him, right, basically. No, there was no caution out on track. However, I don't know why the red light's on, but that's kind of confusing to me. But as now the whole pit stop cycle, I don't know what's going on right now. Bouchard is out there, I think, currently not in the lead. He can't be in the lead. So Bouchard was in the lead and pitted. So now you've got the leading group here, I think, is Dodd, Pericles, Arndt. They just had to deal with Monaco. And Brock are the leading 4 once again here, as the field is just trying to circulate this track cleanly, basically. That's easier said than done right now. And now they're coming up to Moss here. Chris Dodd, the leader, is. And ooh, the 82 was looking very, very slow there. However, it isn't going to be the 82, not the 82 looking slow, it's held up by the slow 78, rather. And that'll actually help Torres out a little bit here, who kind of lost the lead group, as did Bisceglia and Angel. Angel's caught him now. Madeline Myatt's in 8th. Noah Hart, despite getting in that little incident there, is running 9th. He has some rear end damage, though. However, Noah Hart and eventually Sean Angel would grenade the motor as well. Angel would fall out of the race also. So tough break for him. Angel, we don't have video of him blowing up, but Angel was running very well, as was Noah Hart, so they're both out of the race. Ooh, problems for Nick Pericles. He was leading the race, and now is got issues with his car, so it's kind of a weird race, actually, now. So Nick Pericles, I believe, is on pit road with issues, so tough break for him. Meanwhile, Chris Dodd is all alone. Brock's all alone in 2nd. Torres and Arndt are right now working with each other for 4th, and you've got Bisceglia and Myatt in 5th and 6th, all by themselves, with the exception of Myatt's currently going with Fitzwater, the lap car. So, who knows who's going to be the fastest car in this race after a while? It's all about who you have help from. And it looks like Myatt and Fitzwater have a big run going forward, as Arndt is pitting. Arndt is going to be pitting early in this cycle, so that's going to be impressive to see what happens with him. Dodd and Brock, now we're hearing that they are going to be lax on the speeding penalties, but Brock just sailed it onto pit road past Dodd, made up a ton of time on pit road. Arndt is, of course, still out there as Madeline Myatt stays out again here. I believe she should be able to take over the lead of this race here. And Fitzy's staying out with her, so she could be a threat as this race goes on. Myatt and Fitzwater bring it down pit road this time. And you have to keep in mind, there's only 17 cars left in this race after mechanical problems and that incident. So it's going to be imperative for someone like Madeline Myatt to get a quick stop here to maybe get back with Fitzwater. The big loser, actually, was Kyle Bisceglia here, who did not get a fast stop. The other car we got to watch out for is Dornan Bouchard. Bouchard did take over the lead of this race, however, it's going to be short-lived as he had to pit. Brock and Dodd are still out there leading this race. They're now in a twosome. Torres and Arndt are looking like they're going to maybe start working together. However, it's going to be a very hard race for a lot of these guys to start catching up. However, we would have a caution for the 86 blowing up. The 86 blew up with Kyle Schock Jr., one of the few cars remaining left. Schock was a lap down and damaged, so not a whole lot Schock was in this race for. So we did get a yellow here, so this is going to bunch everybody back up here as the leaders are going to have to wait for the pace car to catch up. So Chris Dodd leads. William Bronx, Sebastian Torres, Madeline Maya back to the green here. As I believe I saw Bishelia in 5th. Arndt is in 6th. Arndt's still going to be a threat in this one as, Monaco's slow. Monaco's very, very slow here, and that's going to hold up Bouchard, actually. Bouchard and Freeze. Now, although it does hold up a lot of the damaged cars or the lapped cars, I don't see really any contenders that got held up there, really. As Freeze and Bouchard, I think, are going to be able to start drafting here. They might have been hurt by that. However, the leading duo who has dominated so far with Nick Pericles before he fell out has been the 14 and the 41, have been thrilling in this race. Here comes the 81 as well of Madeline Myatt, the pole sitter of this race, showing her what she's got. She had a pretty bad luck there as the field now cycles their way around Talladega Superspeedway for lap 55 of 75. Vince Freeze was the only car that I think was majoritively undamaged that got held up there. Bouchard, I believe, did as well, but Bouchard's car is not sounding very healthy right now. It looks like he's down a cylinder as, right now it's just a lot. Gurian got held up as well. Gurian's on the lead lap, and it doesn't appear to have too much damage, as it looks like Bouchard's very slow out there. However, Brock and Dodd have been fast today. These two have just been very quick today, and oh boy, they're coming up to Bouchard, who is down at least one cylinder, possibly two. What's Brock going to do? Brock has to hold up here. Here comes the field onto the scene. That's going to re-bunch this group up as Bouchard pits because he's slow. I believe they black flagged him, but it was a little late there. So the top 6 are all back together, or top 7, I believe, are all back together. No, top 6, rather, are all back together. All these cars, I think, have a chance to win this race. Pit stops once again at the front of the field. Arndt and Myatt stay out a little longer than everybody else, as Dodd and Bronx pit along with a lot of the other lap cars. Bishelia and Torres. Madeline Myatt would be the only car to stay out beyond John Arndt there. Arndt would pit as well as Myatt comes down pit road at a very late stage. She's all by herself, so I don't think Myatt's going to be too lucky here. However, as Brock passes Madeline Myatt and John Arndt for the lead of this race, I believe, the yellow would fly for debris, and this is going to set up a dash for cash at the end of this race. None of the leaders pitted. You've got Brock, Arndt, Myatt, and Dodd. Dodd's the only driver that's won this year. Oh, we got a car grenading in the back. Looks like Freeze is out in the back. And a lot of the slow cars are further back. As I go through the order, it looks like the top 6 are all together for the final push to the yellow, to the checkered. It'll be a 6-lap dash for whoever can get runs here. We've noticed that Brock and Dodd have dominated this race. Dodd's a little further back. Brock has been spectacular today, and this could be the day for him. Green flag is out at the end of this race. 6 laps to go. Arndt and Myatt have been just hanging on, really, as this race goes on. Green flag is out. Oh, actually, it's the black flag out. I think they're trying to signal somebody in. As here comes the 81 slots. It's got to slot back in line as they're not up to speed yet. Can't do a whole lot there. Fitzwater's hurting Torres. I think Torres is done, really. Bishelia won Phoenix, Torres won Vermont, and Dodd won Road America. As here they go. The top 3 all have not won a race this season. 1 and 3 have not won a race at all in their careers, despite probably deserving to win on multiple occasions. Arndt has been disappointed with his results so far this year. However, he's an outsider for the championship. Looks like Dodd was trying to get underneath his teammate there. However, Myatt kind of throws a pretty aggressive block there. Looks like they're all lockstep with each other here. But are they content with just following Brock until the last second, I wondered. It looks like Dodd's going to try and get going here. However, Dodd doesn't have a lot of help from anybody, as Bishelia was trying to make it 3 wide and maybe screw over Dodd there. Did work. And no change in position there down the backstretch. William Brock, however, like I said, has been spectacular since the start of this race. And now, Dodge trying again here down the straightaway. Doesn't look like it's going to work here, but it's going to hurt Dodd, actually, as Bisceglia gets underneath him. Bisceglia gets underneath him for fourth. Oh, looks like Arndt's trying some moves there. Looks like Myatt's going to try a move maybe underneath Arndt there. Not going to work. It's still the same top four. Okay, we know Brock's got one heck of a car right now. We know that. And it looks like Bisceglia's trying to maybe get underneath the 81 here, and it looks like that's going to be a threat there as the 81, nope, the 81 doesn't. She had a pull there off of Arndt. Now she's going underneath Arndt for second. She's going underneath Arndt for second now, and this could be good for Brock. However, Madeline Myatt now with 3 to go dispatches of Arndt. However, she doesn't have a lot of help down there, and Arndt has the help on the outside. Arndt has the help on the outside with Brock. However, now Brock's going to cycle to the inside line. This is what Brock wants to see, is them get too wide behind him. 2 laps to go now, and we're not seeing anybody really slot in behind the 81 or the 98 for that matter. The 98 slots back behind Myatt. It looks like that could have destroyed Myatt's chances of the win here. However, the 2 BFMs are going to work with each other, maybe on the outside there, and maybe try something. Brock does not want to see the 6 start working with the 98. And it doesn't look like the 6 is willing to, really. It doesn't look like the 6 is willing to. It's going to be white flag for William Brock. Brock has never won an ARCSOA Elite Series race. Brock has never done so. But Arndt now has a big run now. But so does Bisceglia now on the inside. And if Bisceglia tries anything, oh, Bisceglia lost his momentum. Bisceglia lost a ton of momentum down there. It's going to be a 2-car race now. It's going to be a 2-car race. And Arndt, I don't think, has the car to get by Brock at this rate. I think it's going to be William Brock's day. You got the 2 BFMs trying to get something going, but I don't see it happening. Maddie Myatt's going for third, however, it's between Arndt and Brock for the win, and I just don't see it unless if something were to happen to Brock's car. I think William Brock's going to come home for his first victory. Coming off of turn 4, William Brock sees the first checkered flag of his career in the air through the tri-oval for the final time. William Brock is an ARCSOA Elite Series victor. He wins the round of Alabama. Second goes to Arndt. Third goes to Torres. Fourth to Dodd. Fifth to Bisceglia. Sixth to Myatt. And seventh to Gurian. Eighth to Lamas. Ninth to Rowe. 10th to McKenny Myatt. What a race there at the end there. Just, William Brock had the best car all day. Simply just did. He dominated this race. Good showing by William Brock. Let's go down to your finishing results. So William Brock wins the race. John Arndt second, Torres third, Dodd fourth, Bisceglia fifth, Myatt sixth, Gurian seventh, Lamas eighth, Rowe ninth, Myatt 10th, Bouchard 11th, Fitzwater 12th, Padcar 13th, Moss 14th, Monaco 15th. Only 15 cars finished the race. 16th goes to Freeze, 17th to Shock, 18th to Pericles, 19th to Angel, 20th to Hart, 21st to Sanford, and you're starting to get into cars that were involved in that massive crash. 22nd to Cortez, 23rd to Caldwell, 24th to Vincent Allen, 25th to Roush, 26th to Shepard, 27th to Jones, 28th to Blake, 29th to Poliakov, 30th to Baskinger, 31st to Demax, 32nd to Ace Vito, 33rd to Allen, 34th to Curtis, 35th to Baker, and 36th to Zayden Davidson. Let's go down to your points. As I said in the pre-race show, you have to be within 124 points of the leader leaving this race, and so Pericles, Rowe are within 2 points of each other. Madeline Myatt's 10 points back. Those are the only 3 cars that have a shot next weekend to take the crown, and right now it's looking like those 3 are going to be the ones that are dueling it out. Baskinger 4th, 44 back. 5th for Dodd, 51 back. Dodd's on a move up. Curtis is in 6th. Myatt's in 7th. Sanford's in 8th, Torres is 9th, and Arts in 10th. 11th for Padcar, 12th for Brock, 13th for Bisceglia, 14th for Angel, 15th for Allen, and right there's your cutoff. Allen is the last car that can mathematically win the championship, and he's going to need a miracle for that. As Lamas, Shepard, Hart, Baker, Blake, Davidson, Jones, Freeze, Schock, Roush, Cortez, Moss, etc., they're done. They're not going to win this championship. Tough break for them. Let's go down to your Rookie of the Year standings. All right, with Alex Rose still leading the championship, we now actually have the Moss-Haddix combination. Moss and Haddix have 95 points, which puts the combined effort by that driver in 5th position in the or in 6th position in the championship, so just keep that in mind. They're always going to be on the bottom, however, you have to add up the Haddix and Moss scores. Right now, it looks like Alex Rose is going to be Rookie of the Year. Plain and simple. Anyway, with that being said, the next round of the championship is actually a doubleheader in Donut City on a short industrial oval and a long street circuit in Donut City, where after that weekend, we're only going to be down to 2 races after that, so that means you have to be within 64 points, minus 2, so 62 points to possibly win the championship. Without further ado, that is it for Talladega. We'll see you next